Hello one, hello all, my dear kings and queens. You are most welcome. Those who are in the continent, you are welcome. And also those who are in the diaspora, you are most welcome. We are here to share a few things from our beautiful mother continent, Africa. So have good news from Burkina Faso, where now Burkina Faso takes control of a gold-rich region from labels. As you know, many parts of our continent have conflicts, especially those areas, those have resources. For instance, you can take Congo, Eastern Congo, where there is rich in terms of natural resources. It is not at peace. You go to South Sudan, where South Sudan discovered oil. There's no peace. Go to Cape Delgado in northern Mozambique, where now Mozambique has started to export her oil. There's no peace. There's a jihadist there. Go to Libya, where there's rich in terms of oil. Peace is not there. Go to northern Nigeria. There's Boko Haram, where Nigeria is famous for production of crude oil. You may see. Go to the Sahel, the countries of Burkina Faso, where there is rich in terms of gold. Mali have gold. Niger has uranium. There's no peace. So you can see. So, but let us go back to our main point of Burkina Faso. As you know well, that Burkina Faso is one of the African countries blessed with gold as a mineral resources. And Burkina Faso is a country that major export of gold. So, however, when President Captain Traore took over the government in Burkina Faso, he noted that Burkina Faso had no control over its gold mining industries because it had been left in the control of foreign companies and the jihadists who controls some mining sites and use it to finance their operations and destabilize the country. And before I proceed with Burkina Faso, recently you heard about the attack of the pipeline. Niger pipeline has been attacked by the jihadists. This pipeline is from Niger close to Benin to access the Atlantic port. So has been attacked by the jihadists. You can see how these jihadists are using African resources to destabilize the continent. Some of them have been sponsored by others. But all in all, Captain Traore has been able to remove the control that foreign companies have over its gold resources by banning the export of gold and constructing the country's first gold refinery, as well as the country's first mining waste processing facility for mining residual. All these moves are to ensure that controls of Burkina Faso's gold rests in the hands of the government and not foreign companies who are only interested in making billions of profit, while the people in the continent or the people in Africa remain the poorest people in this world. But what has Traore done to wrest control of the country's gold refinery from terrorists? So, according to Captain Ibrahim Traore, a lot of gold leaves Burkina Faso without being monitored and recorded. So, that's why he decided to ban and suspend the export of gold. So, by suspending gold exports, these terrorists would no longer be able to export gold and hence no funding. So, they cannot buy weapons or they cannot exchange gold with weapons. But this is not enough, according to Captain Ibrahim Traore, because these gold mines are still controlled by the terrorists, and even through gold export have been suspended, they may still be smuggling gold out of the country through routes the government is not aware of. This is why Captain Brown Traore decided to launch military operation to take complete control of these gold mines. So you can see, as I said, hell in many parts of our continent. Take for instance in DRC, Eastern DRC, there's no peace, but all of us we know DRC is the richest country, especially in the eastern part of the DRC, where coltan, gold, diamond are found there, but there's no peace. Go to Sudan. All of us we know South Sudan has discovered oil, and since then there's no peace. Go to northern Mozambique. We remember when Mozambique discovered oil, the jihadist ISIS came in, and now Mozambique has decided to use Rwanda to help to fight these jihadists. You can see. Go to Sahel, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. Mali and Burkina Faso are famous for having gold, but there's no peace. Jihadists are there. Go to Niger, where there's uranium. You see what's happening. Go to Libya, where there's oil. You see what happened to Libya. Go to Nigeria, northern Nigeria, there's Boko Haram there. Go to the horns of Africa. In Somalia, there's no peace. And that's why you see every big power nation has military base in Djibouti, in the horn of Africa. Why they have decided to put their military base there? So you may see the reality. So that's why sometimes I think our leaders should take a decisive decision to come together. You know, these jihadists, they are not staying in one country. When they mess up one side, they line to other side. When they disturb one side, they line to other side in another country. So if we are so united, we can say from now and then, we don't want to see these jihadists. We will fight, we will remove them. Why there's no jihadist in China? Why there's no conflict in the US? Why there's no conflict in France, in Yemen, in Japan? Why? Why only in Africa? What's wrong with Africa? Why only those areas where there's resources? Why not in the area where there's no resources? You may see. So I think we need to realize the game, how the game is going on. So our leaders, our people should see the importance of coming together. You know, Africans, we have tried to, of course we have disturbed culturally, mentally. That's why it is difficult for us to see the good things. We don't see the good things in working together. We don't see the good things in uniting. We don't see the good things in collaborating. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? So you see now, this young leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore, is fighting hard to bring peace in Burkina Faso, and Africa. We are watching. We are watching. We are not supporting. And I hope if we can come together and say, now let us help Burkina Faso to control their resources, then we'll go to other country, then we'll go to other country. But because we are so divided, we are still watching. We are not helping. And what we are saying, these are militant, these are coups, these are dictators. We must stop that behavior. We must stop those thinking. We must see each one as brothers and sisters. Recently you heard about the jihadist bombing and attacking Niger crude oil pipeline that is going to Benin to access Atlantic port. So you can see the jihadists, they don't want development. So people don't want to see Africa we are developing. People want to see Africa in troubles. And we, the people of Africa, we are accepting that. We need to change. We need to work hard. We need to support one another. We need to work together. Young men, women, let us preach peace. We are talking about development. Otherwise, we'll continue to see development in other countries, in Europe, in America, in China. I have shared my view on the issue of Sudan, that Sudan has taken loan from World Bank, IMF, China, and the other places, and then Sudan is starting fighting one another. So how Sudan will pay those loans? They take loan to build roads, and now they're destructing their road, the infrastructures. So Africa, we need to be careful. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. This is going to cost us. We are going to be under control for all of our life without having control of our resources. So we need to wake up. We need to see how we can work together. These jihadists that are destabilizing Africa, we don't have industries to create weapons. But ask yourself how these jihadists are getting weapons. How are they purchasing these weapons, and who is selling to them weapons? Why they sell them weapons to us, to destabilize us? We want a peaceful world, and then you give jihadists weapons. What next? So I'm trying to think and to share what I see, but kings and queens, I know you know many things. Please share with us. Please preach peace where you are. Talk about peace. Talk about working together. Talk about unity among Africans, how we can work together, how we can liberate this continent. We need kind of leadership like leadership of our founding fathers, to have one vision, one mission, that we want to liberate this continent. It is our duty to liberate this continent economically. Our founding fathers have done their jobs to liberate this continent politically. So we need this generation and generation to come to liberate Africa economically. We need to control our resources, and that is what Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing. So with those few comments, few words, let me say thank you for your time, for listening, for watching, and also please, you may share this to our fellow brothers and sisters in different parts of this world, so that all of us can know what is going on in your mother continent, our beautiful continent, Africa. Thank you.